Guys, as you're starting to come in, we are going to be doing an ab workout today. You need to have either socks that you can drag across the floor, or you could also put like a blanket or a towel down on tile and use that for one of our stations, but I'll explain that one as we get a little bit closer. This is going to be set up just like all of my other conditioning videos. So we have 4 circuits. The first one is cardio. The only difference is that the next 2 are both abs, and then the last one is going to be stability, so it's going to be holds, where my other videos are 2 working out circuits, and then the last one is abs. The whole entire workout is going to be abs today. So each one we're going to do each exercise for a certain amount of time and then take a break and on and on. So the cardio one, we're going to have 3 cardio exercises that we do for 30 seconds each, take a 30-second break, and repeat the whole thing 3 times. So as people are starting to join us, I'm going to go ahead and show what we'll be doing for cardio. You don't need any props for this. The first one is going to be a squat hop to an oblique crunch. So you're going to go squat, hop and crunch, squat, hop and crunch. And we're going to do that quickly over and over for 30 seconds. And then from there, we're going to go immediately into the next one, which is 3 jumping jacks into 3 mountain climbers. So you're going to start with 1, 2, 3 jumping jacks, get down on the floor, do 1, 2, 3 mountain climbers, and then jump back up and do our jumping jacks. And then the third and final cardio exercise is candlestick jumps, which all of our athletes should know. You're going to drop down to a candlestick and then jump up for 30 seconds. And then once you've gotten through those 3 things, we'll take a 30-second break to catch your breath, get your heart rate under control, drink some water, and then repeat it all 3 times. And I always have to give the disclaimer that I never, ever, ever do cardio. And so when I do my cardio circuits here, I usually can't talk. So I'll be struggling explaining the next few circuits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our squat hop to oblique crunch. I'm going to set our timer over here. And we will start in 2, 1, and go. Squat, crunch, crunch. And make sure that you're actually crunching through the sides so your obliques are being engaged for this one. Make sure you don't stop and that you're actually jumping with each one. Jump and crunch. 10 more seconds. Keep on jumping each time. 5. And time. 3 jumping jacks into 3 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it going. We're halfway through. One, 2, 3. 5 more seconds. And time. Candlestick jumps. Keep your arms by your ears. Candlestick, jump. Make sure in that candlestick you have your feet right over your hips, not over your head. And no using your hands to stand up. 5 more seconds. And time. Okay, that is 1 round of circuit 1, 30-second break, and we'll do that 2 more times. If you are just joining us, I did say earlier, this is abs, and you're gonna need either socks to slide across the floor, or you can put down a blanket or a towel or something that slides for our next circuit. 5 more seconds. Ready? And squat, hop, and crunch. Make sure you're actually jumping. This is cardio. And make sure that you're crunching through your side so you're engaging your obliques every time that you lift that knee. Got about 10 seconds left. Don't stop moving. 3. And time. 3 jumping jacks into 3 mountain climbers. Over and over. Make sure those mountain climbers, you're driving your knee all the way to your face. Don't knee yourself in the face though. Just get it really close. 5 more seconds. Time, candlestick jumps. Make sure that we're squeezing our feet together, pointing our toes, arms by our ears. All the good form that I'd be yelling at you about if we were at the gym. 10. And time. Whew, that is 2 rounds. 1 more round to go. I'm already sweating. Whew. 5 more seconds. Get ready and go. Squat, crunch, crunch. We're hopping every time because again, this is cardio, not legs. So we want to be hopping. Halfway through, keep breathing, keep moving. 5. And time. 3 jumping jacks, 3 mountain climbers. Go. Make sure you're getting down quick and getting up quick so we're not sitting around at any point. Oop. Screen's going dark. Keep going, about 10 seconds. 5. And time, candlestick jumps, go. Make sure we're hitting that nice candlestick shape. Feet over hips, not over your face. Halfway. Give me a big jump every time, right away. You're exploding out of the candlestick. Don't stand and then jump. 3. And time. Whew, okay. That's the end of cardio. I am sweating and out of breath. So I'm gonna get water and I'll explain circuit 2. This is the worst part about doing these live videos. I'm dying and everyone's watching me die. Okay. Alright. Hopefully we're nice and warm now. Ready to do abs. I'm going to drop you guys down to the floor. And I did want to explain real quick, even though this is ab and core strength, we still did cardio because, first of all, we're all sitting around at home right now a lot. It's important that we keep moving, keep our muscles, we keep telling them, hey, we're still exercising, we still need to be burning calories, we still need to be awake and working. So we're still going to do cardio. Also, it is never any of our athletes' goal to have a visible six-pack or visible abs in any way. But if it's a personal goal, you should just know that no matter how many of these ab exercises we do, you're never going to see them if you're not eating clean and doing cardio. So if you are watching this to have visible abs, it's important for you to do cardio. But I'd like to really emphasize, it does not matter to me or any of the other coaches whether or not you have visible abs. We care about how strong your core is as you look, however you look. Okay, so next circuit. We are going to be doing our inchworm sliders on this one. So this is where you need socks, a towel, a blanket, something that's going to slide on the floor. So I have these socks that I will be using because I'm on carpet. If you are going to be using a towel or a blanket, you're going to want to fold it up a little bit and put it down on a floor that slides. We're going to be going out, pulling in, and dragging out. And you'll see that I'm never picking my feet up. I'm dragging in and dragging out over and over. So that's exercise 1, which we'll do for 30 seconds. And then we'll take a 10-second break before we do right side V-ups, which will, of course, be followed by left side V-ups. So in order to do this side V-up, a lot of my athletes at work go into this pike shape. It's really not. It's pretty straight and then just slightly curved. It's more like a hollow body on your side, because imagine when we do V-ups this way, we start hollow, right? It's the same thing, just on our sides here. And if I'm on my right side, I'm going to put my left hand down and then lift here like this. It's a little bit easier if you do the opposite. Leave your same arm as the side down and lift this one. That is easier. But if you can't balance and you're falling over backwards, then put your opposite hand down to help stabilize and lift the same hand as the side that's down. I hope that made sense. So we'll do 30 seconds of that side, which also, if you're laying on your right side, you're working your left side, so you should feel it burning on the side that's up. And then we'll take a 10-second break, flip around, do the other side. And then our fourth and final exercise on this circuit is a leg lift to a flutter down. So we're going to leave our backs down flat on the floor. You want to try to push all of the space out from underneath your back, or this is not going to feel great. If you're super arched, it's going to put a lot of pressure in the wrong places on your back. So it helps if you lift your head up. That's going to help push your belly button into the floor. We're going to do legs straight out, lift to here, and then flutter all the way back down. Don't touch the floor, lift straight back up, and flutter back down. So again, we're never touching the floor on that one. It's up, flutter, for 30 seconds. Once we've done all 4 exercises, we'll take a 30-second break. I highly suggest stretching in that 30-second break, and then we'll repeat it one more time. So these 2 circuits we're only going to do twice, since we're working the same muscle group for this whole entire workout. I don't want us to do 4 circuits 3 times in a row. That's too much. So it's going to be, these 2 circuits are going to be only twice through. Okay? So I'm going to reset our timer. We are going to start with our inchworms. Hopefully by now everyone has had a chance to go and grab what they need or set up what they need, and we will get started. Oh, also make sure in these inchworms you're getting as low as you can possibly go. So try not to stop and push up. Try to go a little bit lower and then pull back up. Okay, starting in 2, 1, and go out. Pull all back in. Never lifting your feet up, dragging out, and pulling back in. Out, and pulling back in. Keep it moving. We're over halfway through. As far down as you can go. Pulling back in. Careful not to arch. Again, it's going to put pressure in the wrong place on your back. 5. And time. Going into our right side V-ups. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift as high as you can, sideways. Again, we're not in a pike, it's more like a sideways hollow shape. And you should be feeling it on this side of your body, the side that's facing the ceiling. Keep it going, try not to stop the whole time. 10. 3. Time. 10-second break. We'll flip around and do the other side. Starting in 3. And lift. Try to keep those feet together. And we're lifting sideways. Remember, crunching through here. If you're in too much of a pike, you're not going to hit your obliques correctly. 10. At the top, make sure the only thing on the floor is your hips. 3. And time. Whew. 10-second break into our leg lifts with a flutter down. Ready? And go. Leg lifts and flutter down. Lift, flutter down. Keep your legs nice and straight. Mine look bent because I have those wonderful leg shapes that always look bent, but I promise I'm walking out and you should be too. Remember to push your belly button into the floor so you have no space underneath your back. You have 5 more seconds. 30-second break, and then we'll do that whole circuit one more time, starting with our inchworms. Get ready in 5, and go. Drag out and in. Try to go as far out and in as you can. Halfway through. Make sure your drag in is all the way up to your hands or as close as you can get it. 3, and time. 10-second break into our right side V-ups. This time I'm going to do it the other way, where I lift this hand and leave this hand down. And go. Remember that we're not really in a pike, we're more in a hollow, and when I lift, the side of my leg is still facing the ceiling. Ten more seconds. Don't forget to breathe. 3, time, 10-second break, and then we'll start the other side. Whew. Ready? And go. Be careful not to roll forward or backwards. You really want to be sideways so that you're engaging your obliques. Try not to kick my door over here, but also be able to show you what I'm doing. 10. Make sure it's your hip that's still on the floor. And time. My screen's going dark. All right, we're on to our leg lifts, the flutters down. 2, 1, and go. Flutter down, don't touch the floor. Lift back up. Make sure these flutters are very small and controlled. And again, we're pushing our belly button into the floor so there's no space underneath your back. Halfway through. 5, and time. Okay, that is it for that circuit. We're going to move on to the third ab circuit. So, I'm going to take my socks off because I'm sweating. We don't need any props anymore. That was the only one that we were going to need. For this next one, we are going to do lying crunches. So, instead of having our feet up when we do our crunches, we're going to be straight out. And my reasoning for this is because if you've ever done abs after you did legs, you might realize that your legs get tired before your abs do when you're doing like leg lifts or sit-ups or V-ups. That's because in order to bend in half, you have to engage your hip flexors, which pulls the leg up. And that's a great thing to be strong in, but that's not what we're focusing on today. So we're just going to disengage our hip flexors by laying flat and doing our crunches here. And that way the only thing that we're working is our abs, and our legs don't get tired before our abs do. So we can push our abs a little bit further than if we had to use legs and abs. So lying crunches is exercise 1. The second one is twisting sit-ups. So this time we are going to bend our legs. We're going to put our hands in front of us. You're going to start completely laying down on the floor, and then as you sit up, you're going to twist, 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 and on the way back down, you're going to do the reverse twisting, 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 down. So all the way up, you should be able to get 3, maybe 4 twists up, and the same amount back down. Twisting up, twisting down. And make sure you're twisting your whole body, not just your hands, because we're not working arms, we're working abs. So you want to twist through your core to the side. Okay, the third one is going to be knee hugs. This is one of my favorite exercises for people who don't get that hollow shape, or in the last one where I was saying push your back down to the floor. A lot of people have back problems when they're doing abs. It hurts their back to do a lot of things. It's because they're not able to push their belly button into the floor, round out your lower back. This exercise is great for fixing that. So you're going to lay down on the floor and grab onto your knees and lift your shoulder blades up off of the floor here. And when you do that, you're kind of in like an egg shape. That's going to push your back into the floor. And I'm not just grabbing my legs, I'm actually pulling my legs away from me, and my arms are pulling them back towards me. So there's some resistance here, some tension, and then I'm going to just let go of my legs and bring them back, keeping them nice and high, and I'm not moving anything else. So we're just extending and closing, and that's going to work on strengthening you while fixing that shape so that you can work on your back not hurting when we do abs. So that's exercise 3. The fourth exercise we're going to be doing is called a leg climber. So it's kind of like an alternating V-up. We're going to keep both feet off the floor, but we're going to pick up one and climb it, switch, pick up the other one and climb it, switch, over and over like that. So my feet are never touching the floor. I'm going from hollow to climbing my leg. It's just kind of an easier version of an alternating V-up. Okay, so we're going to start with our lying crunches for 30 seconds and then 10 seconds off. I'm going to reset our timer. And we will start in 2, 1, and go. Lift and lift. And make sure when you do this, you're not dropping your chin to your chest. That's going to make your neck strain. You want to try to keep like a fist shape space there. So you're lifting through here, not through here. Try not to stop. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep on lifting. Get those shoulder blades up off the floor every time. Don't swing your arms either. Try to hold them still so it's all abs. And that's time on our crunches. Next up is going to be our twisting sit-ups. Get ready in 3 and go. Twist your whole core side to side to side, and then on the way back, down. And repeat. And down. Remember to twist the whole core, not just your arms. I know I have a lot of gymnasts who do this. That's really not helping your core. That's just you flinging your arms around and looking silly. You want to be twisting the whole core every time. 5 more seconds. And time. 10-second break into our knee hugs. Get ready in 3. And grab onto those knees. Let them go. And grab. Release. And grab. If you can move your arms without moving your upper body, you can bring them all the way up to our nice hollow shape and back. But if when you do that you drop your shoulders, just leave them right where they are until you're able to hold that shape. Remember to keep your chin up so that your neck doesn't start to strain. We have 5 more seconds. Keep on pushing that belly button into the floor the whole time. And that's time. 10-second break into our alternating leg climbers. Ready? And go. So hollow shape, climb, release. Climb, release. If you're not flexible enough to do this, you can also do bent here and grab your foot. That's going to be the easier version for people who maybe can't touch their toes and hold them up like this. We've got 5 more seconds. 3. And time. 10-second break, and then we'll do that circuit one last time before we move into our stability holds. 5. Ready? And lying crunches, go. Get those shoulder blades up off of the floor every time. Here's on me. Halfway through. Remember to keep that chin neutral. You should be able to fit your fists underneath it so you're not straining your neck. Get your shoulder blades up every time, pushing that belly button into the floor. When you come up, you should be pushing your belly button in. And time. All right, going into our twisting sit-ups in 3. And go. Twist up. Remember to twist your whole core, not just your arms. Ten more seconds. Keep on twisting, and that's time. 10-second break into our knee hugs. Go ahead and grab your knees. We'll start now. Release and pull. Remember that you're pulling your legs away while your arms are pulling them back in, so you've got tension there, and that's going to help you round out your lower back and get rid of all of the space underneath it. Make sure you're not moving your upper body at all. It's just your legs releasing and coming back. 10 more seconds. If it's burning, take some deep breaths. Get some oxygen into those muscles. Help them relax. And time. 10-second break into our alternating leg climbers. And go. Lift your feet up, and down. And again, my feet are not touching the floor. When they come back down, I'm leaving them up. But I'm going to not put my feet in your face, because that's rude. Halfway. 5. And time. Whew, made it through that circuit too. And now we are on to our last circuit, our stability holds. So when we do abs, I always make sure that my athletes hit all of the different aspects of abs. It's one muscle group, but there's a lot of different ways that you can be working it. So, of course, there's upper abs and lower abs. You can feel crunches in your upper abs. Things like leg lifts, especially hanging leg lifts, you'll feel them in your lower abs, right? So I always try to incorporate upper and lower. And then, of course, we did our obliques. When I was a little kid, I used to call them my side abs. It's your obliques on the sides here. You can feel them burning when we go side to side. But then there's also stability in your core strength. So that's going to come from being able to hold shapes for a long amount of time. And for gymnasts and cheerleaders especially, that's very important. You have to hold that nice shape throughout your whole tumbling pass, throughout your whole bar routine, throughout your vault. All of those things, you have to be able to be flipping while holding perfectly still in that hollow shape. So it's very important that you have the core strength to hold those shapes. So with that in mind, we have 3 things that we're going to be holding. It's going to be a right side plank, a hollow shape, and then a left side plank, so that we can work on our stability on the right side. Well, actually, a right side plank is going to be targeting your left side, but left side, your middle of your abs, and then on the right side. We're going to hold each one for 30 seconds, and then we'll have a 10-second break, 30 seconds on, 10-second break. But this circuit we're going to do 3 times, not 2 times. So this is going to be a lot of holding. Make sure you're taking deep breaths, and then I find that holds are easier when I think about something completely unrelated, because if I sit there and think about how much it burns, I'll probably come down. You want to be thinking about something happy, like being on a beach or hanging out with your friends when quarantine is not in place. So, starting with our right side plank, if you don't know what that is, we're going to go on our right side just like when we were doing our side V-ups, but we're going to be in a nice straight line from our toes to our knees, hips, shoulders, and then we're going to lift, and this elbow right here is right underneath my shoulder, and I'm going to lift as high as I can here, okay? If you can't hold yourself there, you can also stagger your feet, or you can drop to your knees and do it, but that's going to be the really, really easy version, and if you're one of my gymnasts, you're not allowed to do that. Okay, so starting with our right side plank in 2, 1, and lift as high as you can. And keep on holding it. These holds are the most awkward thing to do on the live video, because I'm just kind of sitting here not doing anything for like 3 minutes straight. No one to talk to but myself. Anyways, 10 more seconds. Keep on lifting as high as you can. Don't let it drop. Hold that hip up as high as you can get it. But squeeze your booty too, so you're in a nice straight line all the way through your whole body. And that is time. Come down and get ready to do our hollow hold. In 3, 2, 1. And hollow. Remember, your legs are off the floor, shoulder blades are off the floor. Do not grab your legs. You can have your arms wherever else you want them. Advanced gymnasts and cheerleaders should have them up. Mine kind of just come to here. I'm not sure where this comes from, but this is where mine like to hang out.
Keep on holding. Take some deep breaths. 10 more seconds. Remember to scoot that belly button in towards the floor, just like when we did our knee hugs. 5. And time. 10-second break. And then we'll go into our left side. Whew. Ready? And lift. Squeezing from here, pushing up so your hip is going as high towards the ceiling as you can get it. Make sure your elbow's right underneath your shoulder. You've got about 10 more seconds. Keep on lifting as high as you can while you're squeezing your booty, so that you're in a straight line from your toes to your shoulders. 3. And time. All right, 10-second break, and we're going right back to our right side. We're not doing 30-second breaks on this one. We're gonna go right back into it right now. Lift. Make sure you're squeezing your booty, squeezing your core, pushing this hip up as high as you can towards the ceiling, like you're trying to keep it away from, I don't know, an alligator that's jumping up at you from underneath. High as you can keep it. We have 10 more seconds. 3. And time. 10-second break into our hollow hold. 3. And go. Keep those shoulder blades nice and rounded up off of the floor, but do not touch your legs, not even the sides. You can still be holding yourself from there. You don't want to cheat yourself from getting all the benefits of this hold, especially if you want to have nice, pretty shapes in your routines. 3. Oh, just kidding. You've got 10 more seconds. My bad. Sorry, I tricked you. Now 3, 2, 1, time. 10-second break. And then we'll go into our left side. And lift. High as you can get. Remember, we're a nice straight line from our feet all the way up to our shoulders. This is one straight line. Get those hips up as high as you can get them. Ten more seconds. 3. And time. 10-second break. Going back into our right side for the last time. 3. And lift. Remember to be squeezing your core from the front and your booty from the back so you're in a good straight line. I never really know what to do with this hand. It kind of just floats. This feels awkward. This looks awkward. I don't really know what to do with it. We've got 10 more seconds. 5. And drop. 10-second break into our hollow hold. And 3. And go. Hold that hollow shape, legs up off the floor, shoulder blades off the floor. Oh no, my screen. Sorry, screen is going black. 10 more seconds. 3. Time. 10-second break. And then we'll do our last hold of the session. Get ready. And lift. High as you can go. Make sure we're again squeezing your core, squeezing your booty, pushing this hip up as high as you can towards the ceiling. 10 more seconds. Go as high as you can go. You're almost done. 5. And time. All right, guys, that is it for tonight's ab and core session. We will have another one next Tuesday. Is it Tuesday today? I never know now that we're in quarantine. Every day is the same. I'm pretty sure today's Tuesday, and we will do this again next Tuesday with some new ab stuff. But thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.